Hello everybody, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. We are still on Te Awaroa in search of our 9 legendary diamond red deer. I'm still grinding out Te Awaroa because we've already put in so much work on these zones, but with the launch of Emerald Coast, that means populations reset. It's kind of frustrating to think about because I've put so much work into these zones already, but who knows, maybe there's gonna be some goodies in here for us. Speaking of Emerald Coast, it's out now on all platforms. You should absolutely go check it out. I've been spending a lot of my time actually playing Emerald Coast on my PlayStation 4, so it's been a minute since I've actually got to sit down and do some red deer hunting on Te Awaroa. There's some good news and bad news. I have Emerald Coast for my PlayStation 4, not my PC. That's the bad news, I guess. Good news is my hunting partner, Nathan, Lodgins Vag on YouTube, please go follow him, will be returning to my channel a lot more frequently now, because if there's going to be any content with Emerald Coast, I want him to be included. You can expect some Emerald Coast content coming up, but this time I won't be alone, so suppose you can call that good news. Anyway, it's currently 12:47, it's almost 1 o'clock in game. Red deer don't start drinking until 6, so we're going to continue our usual pathway here. We're going to I guess not. We're gonna skip this lake here, and we're gonna reset the time. We're gonna make our way down here. We're gonna check out our zones down here. Suppose at that point we'll be able to make our way to the left a little bit, see what's going on there. And I guess that'll be our warpath for now. Let's get started. I just died. Either I'm crazy, or as I was looking over here, there didn't seem to be any deer in sight. And there's no way I could have scared them off because I was so high up. That has never happened. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to see I'm not crazy and that deer still come here. And there's deer... Oh, never mind. Just... Whew. Only 2 deer that I can see right now. The distance is too great. I'm going to get closer to be able to spawn anything in, or see what else has spawned in. Fleeing? Bitches, what are y'all talking about? Y'all weren't there before. Fake son of a bitch. All of you. Fake bitches. What fucking nonsense does that make? I was literally up here looking down on them and they weren't there. But now that I'm like 100 or so yards away, 130 yards away, they're here. It's the other deer that I was looking for. They're all, as far as I can tell, they're all females. I've been told to stay away from females mostly. Because apparently they messed the grind up. That's a very whimsical looking level 5. Try to take... If I can, let me see, how far away is he? Oh my god, he's like 328 yards away. So if I could shoot him from here if I wanted to, but it would scare away these guys. And I want to take at least 2 of them home. So let's try this. Okay, that was very fruitful. I like that. Now let's see. Yep, he's still there. So if we go for 328, I'll lift your head up. Okay, I totally missed heart. I didn't hit anything vital either. Sweet prince. Fine. That's totally fine, because I did get 2 deer over here. Let's go pick them up and see what we got. There we go. Okay. Man, I must say, like, the new red deer look impeccable. Like, if you didn't read the patch notes or like the new update notes, the red deer and several other animals have been reskinned and they look phenomenal. They look fantastic. They look a lot different than they used to, and I'm very appreciative. They look fucking phenomenal. And even before the new update, even before they changed the textures and everything, they looked awesome anyways. I mean, chef's kiss. Mwah. Okay, now let's get to the nitty gritty. You'll also see that in the updates, the harvest screen has been changed, and I am tickled pink. This looks so much more simplistic. I feel like it's easier to read. It's less flashy. Anyway, flesh, right humerus, right lung, heart. That would be correct. I shot through the scapula here into the lung, and it barely tickled the top of the heart. That's a shot I can be very pleased with, especially from 230 yards away. The score, however, 129.87. I mean, let's be real. We can't expect a whole lot from a level 5. He barely got out of the fucking crab claw variant here with the little itty bitty grippers that he's got. He doesn't have a lot of like variance along his antlers here. Very little tine variance. If it's not a level 7, you can't have high expectations. If it's anything higher than level 7, I get why you'd have higher expectations, be a little more disappointed. But this guy was simply just an obstacle, I guess, in the way of a bigger goal. We love some much needed pocket change. Even if 129, almost 130 points is not very satisfying. 129.87 from 232 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice, King. Now, this guy, I'm not quite sure where I hit him. It is it's very vital. I can tell by the blood left on the shoreline there, but I'm not quite sure where I hit him. Left scapula, so pretty much the same thing, just on the opposite side of the body. Cool. The only difference is I didn't hit the heart in any capacity, but I did shoot through the scapula, and I did nail that lung. That's sickening. Now, as for the score, 161.06. He's a level 6. He's a crab claw variant, level 6, with 2 brow tines. That's so boring. That's so lame. No personality at all. However, if you look at these antlers and you expect anything past like 165, if you expect anything past that, looking at these antlers, you are delulu. You are out of your mind. 161.06 is obviously not the biggest level 6 score-wise that we've seen. We know what they can do. We've seen them push past 180, which, oh my god, I would nut. I would nut if I came back and found a level 6 that was making like low level 7 numbers. That's what I want. But that's going to be a bit of a rarity, especially given that these are going to be new spawns. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to be patient. I'm just greedy, and I'm ready to get back into the chase, I guess. 161.06 from 230 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice, King. They also have a level 5 with them right here. I'm not going to mess with him all that much, I don't believe. But I do want to take a look at goddamn old big boy back here, level 7. Even though he has a max score of 205, and his like level 6 counterpart down here has a max of 213. That's kind of fucky, but we'll take what we can get. We'll work with whatever we got to work with. Of course, that doe had to move right there in front of him. So that leaves me an open spot for a 213 here, but I want that 7. I want that 205. Oh, she moved. Okay, cool. So that means I can... Easy pickings. They both should die, unless that one was too far back. Yeah, I believe that one was way too far back. Goddamn old big boy should be dead by now, right? I think. Whoa, he's not dead yet. Wow, oh my god. Butthurt is kind of an understatement right now. What the fuck happened? So it looks like one of them... It looks like one of them has already died. But I don't know which one died first. I don't know which one was the quickest to die, if both of them will die. I could have sworn I hit them both vitally, but we're gonna see. Alright, here's the first one. This looks like the 5 or the 6, one of them that we shot. So that means the 7 should be somewhere back there. Oh, the deer are already back. Well, we're not gonna worry about them right now. We're gonna worry about this guy. What did I do? Thoracic vertebrae? Excuse me? Ain't no fucking way I hit thoracic vertebrae. Ain't no way. I was zeroed for 164, and I was right here. If anything, I was worried that I had hit liver or stomach. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, I'm not up in arms that bad over this guy specifically because he was just 160 points. He was just a fucking crab claw level 6. But I can't imagine what our level 7 is going to look like if this is the way the game is... if this is the way the game's gonna fuck us, you know what I mean? This doesn't seem right. I'm absolutely questioning this. 160.78 from 230 yards away. 231, rather. Thanks for your sacrifice, I guess. Alright, here's goddamn old big boy. I am terrified. I'm terrified to see the way this game has absolutely fucked me, unless I fucked it and shot it too far back. I will accept, I'll accept defeat. I will concede if that is the case. But if it's too high... If it turns out that this is too high or in the spine or something, I'm going to be fucking pissed because that is not. Y'all saw where I was aiming. Y'all saw what I was pointing at. That was not where I was aiming. Right scapula, thoracic vertebrae. That's bullshit. That's total bullshit. God really took this bullet and said, here, you want it in the chest? Nah, let's go for the fucking spine. Let's go for the bone there. This doesn't make any sense. I was aiming down here. This shot doesn't add up. Y'all saw where I was aiming, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to fucking talk about anything else, because this is a waste. This is bullshit. 198.33 from 230 yards away almost. Thank you for your sacrifice. Anyway, we're going to move away from this absolute trauma, and we're going to go over here. We're going to get away from this. We'll start at the Bay of Rest, since I don't think this lake has an outpost, as far as I know. And we're gonna work our way up. I'm so like I low-key can't believe that just happened, but we're gonna do our best to move on forward. We're not gonna let it ruin our entire session. Now it's 9 o'clock here on the riverbed, so we don't have a whole lot of time. But I won't be mad if we don't. Yes, 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 God. That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. That is a respawn. That's what a respawn looks like. Now, if I look over here, okay, there's a 6. Well, I was gonna say there should be some really cool shit over there. There should also be a red deer somewhere in there. Unless I've fucked that for myself, and in that case, I mean, is anyone surprised at this point? I think this will be fine. This time I aimed a little low. He's definitely gonna die because I shot him ethically. I shot him ethically. A 4? I got a 4 over there. Well, I have to bear in mind. I have to bear in mind that these are fresh spawns. Like, they reset the population. So I can't be incredibly angry. You know what I mean? I can't be too pissy. There's a 6 there. Is that all? Yeah, that's gotta be all. Well, NANI? Let's do this periodically then. I guess I'll do what I have to do. I think that might have been too far forward. That shouldn't have been. That shouldn't have been. I'd have to go through scapula, sure, but that shouldn't have been. You know what my problem was? That is the dumbest fucking thing that I have done in a really long time. The dumbest fucking thing. I put out a whole guide about shooting your animals correctly. I want to make you guys blissfully aware of that. I put out an entire fucking guide about how to shoot your animals ethically. Well, that one's dead. I must have hit it mortally. Well, that didn't take as long as I thought it did, but we're still pretty far from the shoreline, and it's 9:30. We are going to have to go back and reset the time. But, yep, I hit him right in the left lung from 300, it's post 350 yards. I did hit him vitally, ethically, just not with the right caliber, which makes it an unethical shot. Or an unethical shot, I should say. I mean, he was a 6 that didn't even score in the 160s range. As disappointing as 160 is, it's still better than 155. That's what a high scoring level 5 should score. Since he's unfortunately a fuck up, we're just going to move on. We're not going to dwell on him. He's just a crab claw level 6 anyways. 154.04 from 356 yards away. Thanks for your sacrifice, King. Now that I will concede and say was my fault. I have no excuse. I have no excuse for that. But those other 2 red deer, I promise, I'm not trying to dwell on it, but those other 2 red deer, that did not seem right. That did not seem correct. At least this one I know for sure was my fuck up. Now here's the one that I know for sure we hit with the 308. This one's the 8 mythical from the beginning. Thank God. Yeah, 221.60. This is what I like to see. This is a goddamn old big boy if I've ever seen one. I shot him twice. One was just a little low, but if it had been any more to the left, it would have been a heart shot. That wasn't what I was going for. I just wanted a vital shot. And then the second shot, okay, barely missed. Barely missed. It was just too far forward. Barely missed the lungs there. I could have tickled the heart, but in any case, I should have tickled the lungs with that shot. Way too forward. Overall, I can't be too unimpressed with this. His max score was in the 240s, and we scored 221. I'm not gonna be particularly too upset about that. I'm enjoying what I'm looking at. I like what I'm seeing. Out of the last several deer, this is the best luck we've had. 221.60 from 191 yards away. Thanks for your sacrifice, King. That being said, it's just about 10 o'clock, so we're gonna head back to the outpost here, and I will meet you up here on the bank with tons more juicy red deer. Now, we took a bit of a detour, a little more of a complicated path, but we're here at this lake at the top, finally. I could have sworn there were more zones at this side of the lake, but I could be wrong. We found our first red deer of this lake here. This one's a 6. That's a 7 with a max of 236. Hallelujah. However, I'm not settling on them just yet because we haven't been completely around the lake yet. So let's see what the fuck is up, Kyle. Okay, this is what I was concerned about, because this population, when we first started looking at them, had 3 8s. Not in the same herd, but on the same side of the lake. So there's a 6, there's a 7 right there, with a max of 221. That's what I like to see. I'm currently trying to ping a 4, it looks like. Yep, of 145, and then there's a 6. I think there's one more behind that tree, but I can't see it. I see a 5 there, in the way off distance. I think this is what we have to work with right now. We're going to try our best to come home with that level 7 there in the middle. He's just quite simply too, like, ginormous to ignore. Alright, if you can raise your head up there. Oh yeah, he's so fucking dead. Okay, I don't know where that bullet went, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I think we're gonna try a oh, no, we're not. I see antlers back there. He's not alone. I just hope it's something bigger. I'm becoming increasingly concerned about the validity of using this gun on red deer, because usually the red deer die a lot faster with this gun. I could have sworn I shot through scapula when I took a shot at that level 7, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on with the 308, but it's not good. It doesn't feel good. Let's try this. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Maybe my zeroing wasn't off that time when I shot that deer from a really far off distance, and I know for a fact he's gonna go down. So then if I go out of my way to shoot this guy... Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I messed him up so bad. I can't just let him go. I can't. I know it's cruel, but he's definitely he's gonna die then. I have 10 rounds to my name. I need to use them very sparingly. Okay, no more pot shots. No more messed up deer. I have to make the right call all of the time. All right, let's see what the fuck happened. Thoracic vertebrae. Yep, that was the problem. See, I can admit when I'm wrong, and I know what happened. I was zeroed for 328 and shot way too high. No fucking shot. Now, he was just a 5 medium, and he only scored 148, but I gotta, like, my whole point here is that I've really gotta stop just outright maiming these deer. There's no sense in that. I don't think I'm being patient enough in double checking my shit, because this didn't feel right at all. None of these shots have really felt right at all. Anyway, 148.17 from 179, 180 yards away. Thanks for your sacrifice anyway, champ. Oh, there's a red deer. Just a 6. So the red deer that I shot a minute ago is back, and there's a red deer down here. He's a 7. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There, that way there's no way it can be way too low. And that will go through the lungs. Now please, like, give me the right to feel confident about those shots. This was a 6 that scored 172, and albeit a little far back, we still hit vital organs. We hit vital organs. It was almost 300 yards away. This is great luck. This is a great shot. This is nice and clean. This is what we want. This is what we've been trying to give, but have unfortunately failed. 172.20 is a brilliant score for level 6. That's exactly where I want them, right in that 170s to 180s range in those two sets. I enjoy that a lot. His antlers are very, very, very curvy. I enjoy the, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The complexity, I suppose, of the tines. Not to mention, this guy is just a total cutie. Look how proud. He's got his chest puffed out, and he's just so handsome. Anyway, 172.20 from 290 yards away. Thanks for your sacrifice, King. Now, let's go over here. We're going to pick up the red deer that was right here, and we're going to go across the street here and pick up the other 2. All right. Let's see if we can make up for our misfortune at this lake with this giant, big old boy. 199.54. He was just under 200. That is so disappointing. But his antlers are simply marvelous. I cannot pass up a beautiful, beautiful stag like this. So this was a little low, but it was almost centered in the lung. I will take it. It's not too far back, and it's not too far forward. It's just a tad too low. I can take that. I will absolutely run with it, in fact. I will jog. I will marathon with it. 199.54 is not a disappointing score, really. It's almost 200 points to the T, just off by less than a full point. But I still would like to see them cross 200 threshold in order to be completely happy. But I can't complain too much because I got this beautiful stag from almost 300 yards away. We are taking better shots, it looks like. I don't have to worry about being super disappointed unless it's with the score, which is a great feeling. 199.54 from almost 300 yards away. Thank you for your sacrifice. All right, here's red deer number 1. And I know the bigger one's just up ahead. I'm kind of hesitating to go look at him. 155.58 for a level 6. Well, it's a crab claw. It looks like our first shot here was too far forward. It only struck bone. Did not hit any vital organs at all. Nothing fleshy except for the flesh. And then it looks like we made up for that when it came back around the second time. It might have been 240 yards away, but we were still able to pierce the other scapula and actually hit something worth mentioning the lung. I'm glad I didn't take a pot shot, you know, at this after I already fucked up the right scapula, because we would not have been able to have a better shot, and we would not have been able to pierce the left lung, at least not ethically, had we done so. However, I can't help but wonder if 155.58 was worth waiting for it to come back around for the second validating shot, because that's not a very high score for a level 6, but it's a level 6. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at? You see what I'm saying? 155.58 from 240 yards. Thanks for your sacrifice. All right, here's goddamn old big boy, I suppose. I'm absolutely terrified to see him. I am. I don't want to look at his guts. Ooh. Oh my god, that is too fucking low for 300 yards. Oh, that's still too low for 300 yards. Oh my god, that's still too low. That's still too low for 300 yards. And it's too far back. At least here, like, I was missing organs, but the only organ I was able to hit, I could actually manage to hit, was the stomach. Man, this was just a waste. This was just irresponsible. This was totally greed. This was greed. This was impatience. I was fucking around, and you bet your sweet pickled asshole I found the fuck out. You know, there's a saying that comes to me in times of severe strife like this. When you're down on your luck and nothing is going your way. It's better to come in the sink than sink in the cum. And right now, I am sinking in the cum. Fucking send me to the Navy the way I'm drowning in semen right now. E2 was just under 200 points as well. I mean, 199.19. That's just, like, you're edging me there. You're edging me. It makes it so much worse knowing that I've completely fucked him sideways. Oh well, we're not gonna cry over spilled milk, I guess. 199.19 from 293 yards away, 300 yards away, just about over 300 yards. Thanks for your sacrifice, King. I'm so sorry. All right, well, I've had enough of this misfortune. I've had enough of suffering. I'm going to put myself down for the day. But my plan still stands. I do want to still come down through here, and I want to come here next to the bridge, and I do want to check these zones down here. But if you have enjoyed my misfortune so far, I appreciate you making it this far. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hunting with me. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Maybe we'll have some better luck next time. At least I'm hoping so. And since I know y'all are going to be playing Emerald Coast, why don't y'all leave your favorite hunts, favorite harvests down below in the comments from Emerald Coast. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, roll the tape. I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like, you can hit the link to the right of me here to subscribe, or you can follow me at all the links below and in the description for more content. You can also click the links to the left of me here to watch more Call of the Wild content or to be sent to a random video. So with that, thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you next time.